Ana Montes, the Cuban spy inside the Pentagon. Hello my friends. Welcome to Secret Agents Exposed. Today, we dive into a story so wild, so shocking, so interesting you won't believe it's true. Let's start. What if the person trusted to protect your nation was the one selling it out from the inside? This isn't a movie plot. It's the real story of Ana Montes, a top U.S. defense analyst who secretly worked as a Cuban spy for nearly 2 decades. Her betrayal was so dangerous, it stunned the entire U.S. intelligence community. This is the chilling story of the Cuban spy inside the Pentagon. Her father was a U.S. Army doctor, and her upbringing was steeped in patriotism and discipline. Who was Ana Montes? Ana Belén Montes was born in West Germany in 1957, into a family of Puerto Rican descent. Within a few years, she became the agency's top Cuba analyst. She attended the University of Virginia and later earned a master's degree in international studies from Johns Hopkins University. Smart, articulate, and highly analytical, Montes was recruited by the Defense Intelligence Agency DIA in 1985. But there was a secret. Even before she joined the DIA, Ana Montes had already been recruited by Cuban intelligence. Why she spied? By the time she joined the DIA, she was already a fully committed Cuban agent. Montes wasn't motivated by money. Unlike other notorious spies, she received nitrogen monoxide lavish payments or offshore accounts. Instead, she acted out of ideological conviction. She believed that the U.S. was wrongfully bullying Cuba and interfering in Latin American politics. Montes thought she could help Cuba defend itself by leaking classified information. Her tradecraft was so precise, she fooled dozens of counterintelligence checks. This belief led her to offer her services directly to Cuba in the early 1980s. She lived a double life, government analyst by day, traitor by night. How she operated? Montes didn't use flashy spy gadgets. She memorized classified information at work, typed it up on her home computer, encrypted the files, and transferred them to disks. She leaked detailed U.S. military strategies and contingency plans for a war with Cuba. She used shortwave radios to receive messages from Havana and met Cuban handlers in D.C. restaurants and street corners. Montes was careful. She never took documents out of the office and rarely left a digital trail. She even trained other spies in tradecraft techniques, becoming one of Cuba's most valuable assets. The damage done her espionage caused severe damage to U.S. national security. In September 2001, just 10 days after the 9/11 attacks, they arrested Montes at her DIA office. She compromised the identities of American undercover agents working in Latin America. Some of the intelligence she provided likely reached hostile nations like Iran and Venezuela via Cuba. Her only concern: the court sentenced her to 25 years in federal prison. The impact her arrest would have on her family. Her betrayal possibly endangered American lives and altered foreign policy decisions. And yet, she remained undetected for nearly 17 years. How she got caught in the late 1990s. A joint effort by the FBI and NSA began tracking a Cuban agent known only by the codename Agents. Clues pointed towards someone in Washington with top-level access. Eventually, the evidence started pointing to Montes. Her frequent communications, unexplained money transfers, and suspicious travel patterns raised alarms. It highlighted the danger of ideologically motivated insiders who spy not for profit, but for belief. The FBI built a case quietly. She showed nitrogen monoxide emotion to others, especially in Cuba and parts of Latin America. She's seen as someone who stood up to U.S. imperialism. The trial and sentencing: Montes cooperated during questioning but refused to name other spies. In 2002, she pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit espionage. At her sentencing, Montes gave a defiant statement. "I engaged in the activity that brought me before you because I obeyed my conscience rather than the law." She served her sentence at a federal prison in Texas and was released in January 2023. After serving 20 years, aftermath and legacy: Ana Montes remains a divisive figure. To some, she's a traitor who endangered national security. Her case forced intelligence agencies to tighten internal security protocols. Montes' actions, though not financially motivated, proved just as devastating. Ana Montes didn't need to sneak into buildings or plant bugs. All she needed was trust and access. Her story is a powerful reminder that the most dangerous enemy is sometimes the one sitting right next to you. For more true stories of espionage, betrayal, and intelligence operations, subscribe and stay in the know about the secrets behind world history. See you in the next video with unique story.